In the last 30 years, digital technology has transformed the way we communicate in the workplace. A British company, Procure Plus, is tearing up the communications rulebook. Let's see their story. This is Mike Brogan. He and his team rely on digital technology for business. But Mike worries about their dependence on email to communicate with each other. And he's also concerned that his team spends too long working online after hours.
Do I check my emails outside of work hours? Yes. Do I do it when I'm on holiday? Yes. Do I do it at the weekend? Yes. And I think that worse than that, I tend to use the evening to try and catch up on emails. But because everybody else is doing that, it's a bit of a negative because people keep replying.
Professor Cary Cooper reckons this dependence could be harming the business's productivity. But he has a plan.
We have to find a better balance, not only for our health and the health of our families and our relationships outside, but actually for the productivity and performance of our businesses.
We're here today to conduct an experiment, and we're very fortunate to have Cary Cooper here, psychologist from Lancaster University, who's going to tell you a little bit more about what we're doing today.
Thanks, Mike. We have a number of rules. From noon today, all internal emails will be banned for the rest of the week. So you'll have to communicate eyeball to eyeball, face to face with all your colleagues. No texts, calls, emails, anything at all to do with work after hours. This should be a fun week. Let's try to get our life back. We're currently the servant to the technology. We have to take over, become the master. And if we do that properly, then I think we'll get the benefits of better work-life balance, more team building, a better culture in the organization, much more of a buzz, and better morale.
So for the next 5 days, internal emails are banned. And there's a curfew on working outside of the office.
Don't quite know how I'm going to get all my work done between the normal working hours and not using the email or phones before work or after work, because I am naughty at doing both.
High noon. The last email is sent and the new regime begins. We'll catch up on these gadget junkies later in the week.
Yeah, last night when I got home, I certainly felt a little bit bored at first, but then I started to feel more and more relaxed because I had nothing to think about, I suppose.
Still a bit concerned about not replying to some emails last night, but I'll get over it.
The professor behind it all is back to see how they've got on.
Well, the week's over. I just want to really thank you for getting involved in this. We've suspended technology a bit, haven't we? We've tried to control technology. We have become the masters rather than the slaves of it. So, Mike, the week is up. How have you found it?
There's a buzz about the place. Now we're seeing people moving about. There's a hum around the office that wasn't there before.
It's a kind of balance, isn't it, between the need for technology and working more humanly with the people you're working with.
But it's not just Mike who's excited about the changes.
It's been a good atmosphere this week. People have talked to each other more.
Actually, I've come in a couple of days and had no emails, no new emails.
It has really helped me get to know my colleagues a lot more.
All the technology interference, the emails within the business, I think has overloaded people. And actually reducing that has produced, I think, really positive results in this work environment.
So that experiment suggests that when it comes to communication, less is sometimes more, perhaps especially where technology is involved.